Hi, this is Sandra from freedomsuccesscoaching.com and welcome to my video blog. And today I want to talk about where we get our beliefs about money from. Where these beliefs about wealth, money, and what you have to do to get it, who gets it, who doesn't get it, how it comes to you, what you've got to do to feel safe in the world in regards to financial security. We're going to talk about where that comes from. And most of that, pretty much most of it, comes from our early childhood, and particularly within the family that we grow up in. Because our family is our environment when we're growing up, when we're small children. It is our world when we're growing up. And yes, school is an influence as well, that's part of our world, but our family is a huge part of our world. We mirror our parents, whether we consciously are aware of it or not. When we're children, we want to be like at least one of our parents. And we see the world through their eyes because they're the ones, through their behaviour, through watching their behaviour, watching them talk about money, maybe argue about money, and their beliefs about money, what they tell you about money, what you hear them say to other people about money and about wealthy people and what it's like to have money. All of these things fashion your perception of money, and you're not even really aware of it because it goes deeply into the subconscious mind. When we're children between the ages of 1 and 6, we're running around in a theta brainwave state. So we're like little hypnotic sponges. We just take in everything that's around us and it goes into our subconscious mind. We're also looking to our family for safety, our tribe for safety. And when we see our family behaving in certain ways and talking about things in certain ways, we want to keep safe, we want to be safe, we want to be part of the tribe, we want to fit in with the tribe, even if we do feel like an alien, we want to fit in with that tribe. So we start to adopt the beliefs of the family. And if we're not adopting the beliefs of the family, we'll keep hidden what we really believe anyway. Because sometimes in many families, speaking out, telling people what you really believe and what you really want to do isn't safe. It isn't safe to be like that in the family because you might get criticized, you may even be physically harmed. There's a lot of things that go on in a family. So what we're looking at today is the family paradigm. So if you want to find out where your money blocks are, where your beliefs about money come from, I want you just to take a minute to get yourself comfortable, and you can stop the video until you are. And when you're sitting somewhere comfortable, I want you to just relax, to close your eyes, and just take a breath in and breathe out. Taking a breath in and breathing out. And as you're doing that, I want you to take your mind back to perhaps when you were a child. And you're looking at a movie screen. And you're you as an adult. And you're looking at yourself as a small child, somewhere between the age of 1 and 6. And just take notice of what this small child looks like. This is a Gestalt technique. It's part of matrix re-imprinting technique that we use in emotional freedom technique. For you to go back and just look at that child and see how that child, what that child's doing, what they're wearing, what they're doing. And while you're looking at that child, I want you to now bring in your parents or your caregivers, whoever they were. They might have been your parents, they might have been adopted parents, they may have been foster parents. And they're talking about money. And just take notice of what they're saying about money. Are they arguing? Are they saying things about not having enough money? Is one parent arguing with another parent about the fact they may spend too much money? Or is one parent saying to the other parent that they're not bringing in enough money? What are they talking about? And as you notice that, I want you to just look at that little child and just see how that child is reacting to hearing this. They might be playing. Just take notice of how they're reacting to this. Do they look sad? Are they ignoring it? Are they doing something to try to avoid it? What is that little child doing, and how does that little child look? And I want you to go up to that little child and just tell that little child that you're from the future and that you're here to help, to have somebody there that the little child can talk to and trust. And as you're observing the parents talking about money, arguing about money, just ask that little child what they're feeling. The child might tell you, or the child might not tell you. Whatever the child does, just take notice of. And then ask the child what they learned about the world that day. Just say to the child, so what have you learned about the world today? And what they tell you will be a belief that you have. Now I'm going through this process quicker than what I would normally. And this is something you can take some time out and do yourself when you've got a little bit more time. And I just want you to thank the child. We're not going to be doing any work on changing anything today. And when you're ready, open your eyes. If you're feeling any sadness, just follow that sadness to what it's saying to you. Because you may find that work like this can bring up a lot of sadness, grief. Feelings are really important. They're things we like to avoid. They're things we don't want to feel because they're uncomfortable. And one of the main problems that we have, particularly in our modern culture, is that we try to run away from our feelings because they don't feel good. That is the uncomfortable feelings, like sadness and fear and anger, frustration, resentment. But these things are important because they tell us what the thinking is behind those, and it's the thinking that sets the stage. It's the thinking that needs to change if you want to change. At this point in time, we're just allowing whatever is there to be there. Because when you're a little child and you picked all of these things up, all these beliefs up, you used your beliefs to keep you safe, to make you feel safe. So these beliefs are keeping you safe. So they're not bad, even though at the moment they may be hindering you and blocking you and causing a lot of trouble. In and of themselves, they're not there to harm you or to sabotage you. They're there to keep you safe as you were when you were a child. And knowing that, you can then start to talk to that part of yourself later on and ask it to help you stay safe in another way, in a way that's going to help you as an adult, rather than helping you as you were when you were a child. When you do this exercise again, when you've got a little more time, you can do this a number of times with a number of different situations that you might have been in as a child around people talking about money, and you can also do this about other things outside of money, also to do with relationships. We pick those up as children as well. It's a really valuable exercise because it allows you to go back and really understand what it is that you're thinking and feeling and where it came from, so that then you can work towards changing that. Now, it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you, and it doesn't mean that you're broken or that you're a failure or this or that. It just simply means that you've got some programming going on that just needs to be changed. But until you see it and feel it and experience it, you can't change it. And that's what this family paradigm exercise is just all about. Identifying where your beliefs came from, what you learned about the world that day when you were a small child, so that you can then progress towards working towards changing that and changing your belief system and becoming the person that you really are underneath all of those false beliefs about yourself, so that you can have the life that you want to have. So that's the family paradigm, and that's my video blog for the day. I will see you on the next video. In the meantime, have a magical life. Have a magical week. Bring magic into your life, which is your ability to be able to transform yourself and to transform, consequently, from transforming yourself, transforming the world around you. So, I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.